You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music.
What's going on? I'm here with the Empire recap. Let me just go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all subscribe, like, comment. Let me tell you something. This show done pissed me off. Listen, I did not know that the show I was watching yesterday, my mind blown. I did not know next week is the season finale. And I also did not know last week was Justice's last appearance on the show. When I tell you I am pissed the hell off, they wrote this man off into the sunset, got married, first gay marriage on national television. That's it. He ain't killed nobody. He ain't get killed. Ain't nothing happened to him. I can't believe y'all wasted my whole time. Only reason why I was reviewing this because I'm thinking y'all about to give me something good with Justice. Y'all just send him off into the sunset? Who does that? Who? Kill him. Look, let me tell you something. Look, I understand. He has a huge audience, fans or whatever. But we need him to die. Let me just get into the show. All right, I can continue my rant later. So, anyways, let me see if I remember. The show pretty much kicks off with Andre, letting Lucius know he's about to die. And Lucius is like, man, what are you talking about? And Andre pretty much telling him, man, I beat cancer, but the drugs I took, basically my heart gonna shut off, my organs gonna stop, and Lucius just like, all this money we got, I'm gonna buy you a new heart, a new lung, new kidney, XYZ. But Andre was just like, no, I got to do it like this, respect me, and yada yada yada. So somehow or another the conversation ended. I forget exactly how. But Andre was like, he gonna do it tonight. And Lucius tells him, don't you do a D thing until, I approve or decline. Or you just don't do nothing, right? That's basically what Lucius is saying. So Lucius runs out and gets in his car or whatever. He ended up getting into a wreck, right? The wreck was so bad. What led to the wreck, was the fact that he was reminiscing on Andre's upbringing, different events that happened in Andre's life. Because, like I said, his son just said that he's about to die. So the only thing that you can probably think about is, things from the past. So it was I shouldn't say funny, but it was funny to me because when he wrecked, he wrecked because he was on the wrong side of the road and the car was beeping the horn and he missed the car and then he ran into the whatever the thing is on the side of the road, the rail. He ran into the rail on the side of the road. And what was so funny to me was the fact that the car that he avoided, they kept going. And I was just like, y'all don't judge me. But that's what I do. I gotta go where I'm going. I ain't got time to see. I call 911, be like, I just passed you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. It's real bad. But he still was living, so I don't think I would have felt that bad. And then too, I don't know who in the car, so don't judge me. But anyway, so he had got a concussion, and pretty much this episode was a summary episode to me. I felt like this episode was more about Lucius trying to find peace with the fact that his son is dying and he just wants to die. So the concussion basically caused Lucius to see people from his past who he has killed. Shine, which is Exhibit, Bunky, which is Cookie's brother, also his father. I forget how his father died, but whatever. And it was just so crazy because Lucius got a concussion and he's able to go to all these different places, home, to the office, to like he just moving around as if he was not in just a wreck. And I'm just like, come on, I know it's supposed to be TV, but what a paramedic is at, what a tow truck at. Like, ain't nobody come to the scene of the accident. It was just crazy. But anyways, so what I took from Lucius seeing all these people from his past, you know, they always calling him a coward. They always calling him a punk, you know, yada, 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 saying basically, you know, he don't have the grit or the balls to let Andre do what Andre needs to do because he didn't have the balls to basically kill them fans square type of thing, right? So I believe the purpose of Lucius seeing all these people from his past was so that he can come to peace with Andre's decision, which, let's be serious, that's a decision that no parent would ever be able to probably come to peace with. I don't care if you are on your last breath, no parent is really going to be able to come to peace with saying, you know, child, just go, or, you know, or whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's hard. So, long story short, because this episode was, it could have been about a 20-minute episode, truth be told, in all honesty. So, you know, he came to peace with it. So he went and met Andre at his favorite hotel. I forget the name of it. And he basically told Andre, like, look, you know, I don't agree with it. You a man. You're my son. I love you. And you know what was so, I guess, I don't really know the word, but Andre knew he couldn't go to Cookie with this. He knew that it had to be a decision that he went to his father with because he just felt like the type of man that Lucius is, he could kind of, you know, empathize with him. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Andre started going down memory lane and talked about before the whole bipolarness order hit him, how he was normal and yada, yada, yada. How he saved his dad from going to prison. You know, a whole bunch of flashbacks and stuff. So, you know, he definitely chose the right parent. Now, before we go any further, let me rewind. During the show, Andre, basically, like I said, this show was about Lucius trying to make peace with Andre. Well, I would say this. This show was mainly about Lucius and Andre making peace with the fact that Andre is about to die. However he gonna die, right? So, Andre is kind of planning moments with, you know, people, you know, his family members, other than his brothers. He wants to go to a skating ring with Terry, but she can't go because she's going to the hospital to have some tests run to make sure the pregnancy is great, everything is in order, and things of that nature. So he takes Cookie. And while him and Cookie was at the skating ring, he got a lot of things off his chest. He went as far as to let Cookie know that he is definitely not her favorite child. At least that's how I took it. That the other two are her, you know what I'm saying, 1 and 2. You know, and mainly it's because they got a talent and he's just the brain. So, and you know, of course she denied it. She said, no, baby, my firstborn, yada, yada, yada. But you know, he's at peace with it. Because if you've been watching the show all these seasons, Andre has been trying to get the title of #1 son from Cookie as well as Lucius, probably more so Lucius, the entire time. And now he's just kind of at peace like it's that time. So that happened. Moving, and before I go any further, and I know this review sounded crazy as heck, but it was like one of them shows that they were trying to get us to empathize with Andre and as well as Lucius. That's exactly what I felt when I was watching it. But Andre left a letter for Cookie, Jamal, and Hakeem. A goodbye letter. So Cookie comes home from an event or whatever, and she finds the letter, she reads it, and she realizes what's going on. She called Lucius, no answer, and she realized, I know where they at. So she raced to the hotel, attacks Lucius, telling Lucius, that's my son, that's my child, I carried him. I can't believe you gonna let him do this to himself. You his father, XYZ. And it was a great scene. And I don't even like Cookie. And it was a great scene because, she did piss me off. She did because, Lucius is trying to give his son something that peace. Nobody else can get Andre what Andre's searching for but Andre. And it's crazy. It's weird. And so while she being, and I figured out the reason I don't like the Cookie on the show is because Taraji, to her credit, she does such an awesome job of bringing that character to life so much that I recognize I hate it. I don't like the loud and all that in real life. So when I see it on the show, it's just like, yeah, you doing one hell of a job of acting. So I got to give her credit. So anyway, while she arguing with him, I couldn't see if Andre popped one of those pills, because I believe the pill was going to stop his heart from working and he was just going to collapse or whatever. But he ended up collapsing on the floor and all of that good stuff and panicking. That's pretty much how the show went on. But the whole time I'm watching, I'm just like, Cookie, you giving too much attention to Lucius. Go and see about your son that you have come to save. You doing all of that is just extra for no reason. Go stand by his side to make sure he don't do nothing crazy. You seen the pills. You didn't take them from him. You just started fighting Lucius and questioning it. It really just pissed me off. It really did. But that's pretty much how the show went off. But earlier in the show, I forgot to mention, because I'm kind of all over the place with this, she was picked up by the FBI. The FBI knew all about her trip to Panama with Damon Cross. And basically, they want her to roll on Damon Cross. She wouldn't. And she pretty much went to Damon and said, I owe you, because when her oldest, whatever the boy name, I just said his name. I can't think of his name at the moment. But when her oldest was going through his fight with cancer, he was there for her, and she owed him a solid, and the solid is finna be returned, and she let him know the FBI on you really, really hard. But the episode was pretty well. But listen, I'm so pissed off the fact they just wrote Mr. Smollett off into the sunset. Well, then that's the case, y'all better not kill off the whatever Andre next week, because we're gonna be down to one son. And we definitely not want to watch a whole season of Hakeem trying to get back with Tiana and become one big happy family. I ain't got time for that. Hakeem character, I can do without. Just give me Justin and give me Andre. Andre, they're the only two sons we need. But if Justin got to go, we got to keep Andre, because Andre character has been very entertaining, at least for me. But man, I was so disappointed. I can't believe somebody should have told me last week with Justice last week on this show. Man, I'm pissed. But that's all I got. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.